Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Hall. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. 15 yards through the air. And the Jets have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A tight end in motion now. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did to pick up the first down.
Thrown left side. The catch is made. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tell.
And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Cleveland.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Quick throw here is complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They run it over center with Harris. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. He's going to have a Browns 1st down. We're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
That's another Browns 1st down. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go. Another run here with Harris. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Let's go now.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. really big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on it.
Ball is hit. He's lost the football. The Browns have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Browns. Extra point by Little is good. And the Browns move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll go again with Hall. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jets. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Davis now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt. Stop below 18. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
How about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. His throw left side is complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go, check. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll give it to Harris again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. 2 minutes remain. here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Go, Rick! Go! Go!
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. He's going to have a Browns first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
36-yard line.
79 Broncos!
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Browns move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football at their own 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Going deep downfield for Judy. And he will go all the way. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Throwing now from the gun. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Throwing now on 1st and 10. A throw right side is intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go now.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jets 13.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Set up. Reload. Go.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Give up the middle to Harris. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Browns will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll send a tight end in motion. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now it's going to be third down. Complete.
Missed up. These are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Hunting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ready, ready.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. So that challenge, a successful one.
Ready.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Set. Get up.
He'll run again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
3. 7 Pirates. Go.
Open man, left side. He's got it. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Come on. Set.
Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. 70 range. Panther 60. Let's go. Hut.
Going for it all. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the ground, this is Harris. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's got another one. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Browns. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will score. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, go.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set up.
Slot receiver, headed right. On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Okay, break.
2nd and 7. Here's Harris, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Here we go. 79 Bronco. Get up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Ready up. Go. Back to the left. Back to the left. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ready, set.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.